Imagine this situation. You are sitting in a coffee shop with a good friend. You have your warm drink, the music is playing softly, and everything feels nice. But then, your friend puts their phone down on the table. They look at you, and you can see that something is wrong. Their eyes are sad. Their shoulders are heavy. They take a deep breath and say, "I lost my job today." In that second, your heart stops. You care about this friend. You want to help them. You want to be kind. But your brain freezes. You are translating from your native language, and you are panicking. You think, what do I say? Do I give advice? Do I tell a joke? In the end, because you are afraid of making a mistake, you just say, "Oh, I am sorry." And then, silence. It feels terrible, doesn't it? You feel cold. You feel like a robot. You know you have a warm heart, but your English feels like a cold wall. If this happens to you, please do not worry. This is one of the hardest things to do in a second language. We call it the empathy gap. You have the feelings, but you don't have the words. Welcome to the Pocket English Podcast. I am Sarah. And I am Mark. Today, we are going to fix this silence. We are not going to teach you big, complicated academic words. When someone is sad, they do not want a dictionary. They want a friend. We are going to give you a simple 3-step toolkit to handle bad news with warmth and confidence. You will learn the right sounds, the right sentence patterns, and the right questions to open the door. That is right, Sarah. And before we start, if you want to grow your English confidence for real-life situations like this, make sure you press that subscribe button. We release these pocket-sized lessons to help you speak naturally, not just pass a test. So let's go back to that coffee shop. Your friend just said, "I lost my job." The first mistake many learners make is silence. In many cultures, silence shows respect. You listen quietly. But in English-speaking cultures, if you are completely silent while someone is sharing bad news, it can feel like you don't care. It can feel like you are judging them. Exactly. You need to show you are listening before you even speak a full sentence. This brings us to step 1, the active listening sounds. These are short little words that act like a bridge between you and your friend. They tell your friend, "I am here. I am listening. I am feeling this with you." The most common ones are very simple. They are phrases like, "Oh no," or "Oh my gosh," or simply, "Really?" But here's the secret. The words are not as important as the music. In English, your intonation, the music of your voice, tells the emotional story. If I say, "Really?" with a voice that goes up, I sound surprised or even happy. Like, "Really? You won the lottery?" That is terrible if your friend just lost their job. To show empathy, your voice needs to go down. It needs to be heavy and soft. Listen to the difference. "Oh no." Do you hear how the voice slides down? "Oh no." Or, "Oh my gosh." It is slow. It is a little bit stretched out. Mark, can you show us a bad example? Sure. If I say it quickly and flatly, it sounds like this. "Oh no." That is too fast. It sounds robotic. It sounds like I want to check my phone. You need to put some air and some sadness into the vowel sounds. "Oh no." "I am so sorry." That's a great phrase to add. "I am so sorry." But be careful. In English, "I am sorry" does not always mean you did something wrong. It doesn't mean it is your mistake. In this context, it means I feel pain because you feel pain. It is an expression of shared feeling. So step 1 is simple. Don't freeze. Just breathe out, let your voice go down, and say, "Oh no, I am so sorry." Now you have broken the silence. The robot mode is off. But now you need to say something real. This leads us to step 2, validation. This is the biggest piece of advice we can give you today. When a friend is sad, do not try to fix the problem immediately. This is a very common mistake. I do this all the time. I'm a fixer. If someone tells me they lost their keys, I say, "You should retrace your steps." If someone says they are tired, I say, "You should drink more water." But when someone is emotionally hurt, they don't want a solution yet. They want validation. They want to know that their feelings are normal. Exactly. If you jump straight to advice or if you say the classic phrase, "Don't worry," it can actually make them feel worse. Saying "don't worry" tells them that their feelings are wrong. Instead, we use a magic sentence pattern. It's just 3 words. That sounds followed by an adjective. That sounds hard. That sounds stressful. That sounds painful. This pattern is perfect for B1 learners because you don't need to understand every detail of their story. You just need to understand the emotion. If your friend says, "My boss yelled at me in front of everyone," you don't need to ask why or what did you do. You just look at them and say, "That sounds really embarrassing."
Let's look at some good adjectives for your pocket. If your friend is talking about too much work or a busy schedule or exams, you can use the word stressful. That sounds really stressful. If they are talking about a situation that has been going on for a long time, like a sickness or a difficult relationship, you can use the word exhausting. Exhausting means very, very tired. That sounds exhausting. And if you are not sure exactly what they are feeling, but you know it is bad, you can use general words like tough or hard. That sounds really tough, or that sounds really hard. This shows you understand the weight of the situation. You are validating their pain. You are saying, I see you, and it makes sense that you are sad. So let's review. First, the sound, oh no. Second, the validation, that sounds really tough. Now, step 3. This is where you keep the conversation open. We call this the door opener. Often, learners stop after step 2. They say, that sounds hard, and then silence again. They are waiting for the friend to speak, but the friend might be waiting for permission to say more. You need to ask a gentle question to open the door. But be careful. You don't want to be a detective. You don't want to ask aggressive questions like, who did it? Or when will you find a new job? Those are pressure questions. We want permission questions. The best one is very simple. Do you want to talk about it? This is such a kind question. It gives your friend power. They can say, no, I just want to be distracted. Let's go to the cinema. Or they can say, yes, I am so angry. If you feel like that question is too long, you can also ask, how are you holding up? That is a great phrasal verb, to hold up. In this context, it means, how are you surviving? How are you managing your emotions right now? It is much deeper and warmer than just asking, how are you? If I ask, how are you? People usually say, I am fine. But if I look you in the eye and ask, how are you holding up? I am asking for the real answer. So let's put these 3 steps together into a full toolkit. Step 1, sound and tone. Oh no. Step 2, validation. That sounds really stressful. Step 3, the door opener. Do you want to talk about it? It sounds simple when we break it down, but we know it is hard to do in the moment. Your heart is racing, so we are going to practice right now. We are going to do a pocket practice simulation. I am going to play the role of your friend. I am going to tell you some bad news. I want you to listen, and in the silence, I want you to say the 3 steps out loud. Don't just think them, say them. Speak to your phone or your computer. Imagine we are in that coffee shop. I put my coffee down, I look at you. Here's the situation. My landlord just told me I have to move out of my apartment next week, and I have nowhere to go. Go ahead, try step 1. The sound. Did you say it? Did you say, oh no, or oh my gosh? Did your voice go down? Try it one more time. Make it sound sad. Okay, good. Now I'm still looking at you. I'm waiting for you to understand. Try step 2, the validation. Use the word stressful. That sounds really stressful. Did you say that? That was perfect. It validates my fear. Now try step 3, the door opener. Ask me if I want to speak more. Do you want to talk about it? Or how are you holding up? Excellent. If you said those 3 things, you have successfully comforted me in English. You didn't solve my housing problem. You didn't give me money, but you did something more important. You made me feel less alone. And that is what language is really for. Now let's try one more scenario. This one is a little different. Imagine I look really tired. I have dark circles under my eyes. I tell you, I have been studying for my exams for 3 weeks straight, and I don't think I am going to pass. Okay, listeners, your turn. Step 1, the sound. Oh no, or I'm so sorry. Good. Now step 2, validation. Use the word exhausting or tough. That sounds really exhausting. Good. And finally, step 3, the question. How are you holding up? Great job. You see, you don't need a C1 level vocabulary to be a supportive friend. You just need these patterns. The most important thing is that you are present. Don't hide behind the language barrier. Use these small keys to unlock the connection. There is one final tip I want to give you. Sometimes you might worry that you are repeating yourself. You might think, I already said that sounds hard last time. Is it boring? The answer is no. When people are sad, they are not checking your grammar. They are not checking your vocabulary variety. They are checking your eyes and your tone. You can use that sounds hard 5 times in one conversation, and it will still work if you mean it. That is so true.
Consistency is better than complexity. Now we have a small challenge for you. We want you to take these phrases out of this podcast and put them into your real life.
Here is your next step. Open the Notes app on your phone right now. Create a new note and call it Emergency English. In that note, I want you to type out these 3 phrases we learned today. Number 1, oh no, I am so sorry. Number 2, that sounds really hard. Number 3, do you want to talk about it? Having them written down does something magical. It lowers your anxiety. The next time something happens, maybe a colleague has a bad day or a friend sends you a sad text message, you don't have to freeze. You can open your notes, look at the script, and feel confident. And remember, you can also use these in text messages. If your friend texts you bad news, don't just send a sad face emoji. Type out, oh no, that sounds so stressful. Do you want to call and talk about it? It makes you stand out as a friend who can really communicate in English. We hope this pocket-sized lesson helps you feel a little warmer and a little braver in your next conversation. English is not just about ordering coffee or booking tickets. It is about connecting with people deeply. Today, you took a big step towards that. Thank you for letting us be part of your English journey today. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button. It helps other learners find these lessons. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode, where we will help you navigate another real-life situation. Press play, relax, and let your English grow. See you next time.